going to do a quick tutorial, and I'm going to show y'all how to make my flower granny square. So this is a pattern that I just designed, and I am really, if y'all noticed, granny squares are everywhere. And I decided to make, I want one with a flower that I could maybe even make a baby blanket out of. I could stick these with just the solid granny squares that I like these. And I will link this pattern also below if y'all just want to make solid granny squares and alternate the flower granny squares with the solids, because I think they would make such a beautiful baby blanket. I will link below the colors of yarn I'm using in the description. So all you're going to need is some worsted weight yarn, a size 5.5mm eye hook, and maybe a pair of scissors, and we will get right into this, and I'll show y'all how to make these cute flower granny squares. And one thing before we do start, I do want to mention is I made this granny square pattern the same stitches on the edge here. I made it to have the same amount of stitches on the edge that we'll have on the regular solid granny square that I do. So from rows, when you start the white row, it'll automatically line up with 1, 2, 3 with row 4 of that granny square. And you can go ahead and add as many rows to this as you want. If you want to make a bigger granny squares, you can. So row 4 will match up with that very first row of white that you'll have on your granny square, and then each time you increase, it will match up, so they will have the exact same amount of stitches, so when you join them, there won't be no problem. So I did make that with that in mind, and we will just get round started, and I will show you how to make these cute granny squares. Okay, so to start, I've grabbed my middle color for the middle of my flower, because of course we start in the middle, and I'm using this pretty light yellow. And so to get started, we are going to make a magic circle, and to do that, I grab my tail of yarn, lay it here. I will wrap this and make a circle like so. I'll grab my hook, stick my hook under my circle, and grab that yarn for a loop, and I'll chain 1 to secure it, and that is a magic circle. Then you can just pull that tight to kind of close it. But okay, so once you got your magic circle made, I am going to work 10 double crochet into this magic circle. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and chain 2 at the beginning of this magic circle, and then I'm just going to place 10 double crochet in the middle. And then when I get 10 double crochet in there, I can simply pull that tail of yarn, and it will close it and close the middle up. So once I have 10 double crochet, I'm simply going to pull my tail and close the middle. So then you can see how it makes this ring, and what we'll do is we'll slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet. But before I slip stitch, I'm going to go ahead and switch over and grab the yarn that I want to be my petal color and go ahead and slip stitch into that, so the colors will move on seamlessly and there won't be bits of yellow in my petals on my flower. So this one, I'm actually going to use this yarn. This is a purple, pretty purple kind of color yarn, and this is the color Lady Slipper, in case I don't get that in the description, because I may forget. So I'm going to grab this yarn, and I'm going to, so to finish round 1, I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that very first double crochet, then we'll switch and slip stitch with my new color. That just helps the colors go across seamlessly. Okay, I'm going to find my tail, pull it and tighten it up like so. And then we'll go ahead and cut my yellow yarn so I can get it out of the way. Okay, and then we'll go into round 2, and we're going to make our petals. So to make our petals, we're going to chain 2. And this chain 2 is going to count as a half double crochet. And then in this same stitch that we slip stitched into, that our chain 2 is coming out of, we're going to work a double crochet, a treble crochet, another double crochet, and another half double crochet on that same stitch. So you can see how it makes like a petal. And then the next stitch, I'm going to single crochet into. So you can see how that is 1 petal made. There are 5 petals on each flower, and that is the first petal. And then we'll basically repeat this over here. So next stitch, we're going to work a half double crochet, a double crochet, a treble crochet, which is also known as a triple crochet, okay, work another double crochet, oops, lost it, right there, and then work a half double crochet, and then single crochet in the next stitch, okay, and I'm going to repeat that 3 more times and make my other 3 petals, and that's how you make the petals for round 2. If you need to rewind that and watch that step right there, you can. I'm going to speed this up and repeat that 3 more times, and I'll meet you guys when I get over here and finish my other petals. Okay, so I've made all the way around and completed all my petals. To complete round 2, the only thing I need to do is slip stitch into the top of that very first half double crochet, which if you'll remember is the chain 2. And to slip stitch, I'm going to go ahead and switch on to my next color, which is going to be my leaf-like color, which is going to be this pretty green. So, and we'll work 2 rows, actually 2 rounds with the green. So I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the top of this chain 2 right here. Make sure you slip stitch into your chain 2, the second chain of it, and not your double crochet, because if you don't slip stitch in that chain 2, it'll mess up your stitch count for the next row. Because at the end of round 2, you should have 30 stitches if you want to count them. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that a little bit right there. Okay, so now to go on to round 3. For round 3, I'm going to work in the back loops only on this round. So every stitch, I'm working in the back loop only because it helps give the flower just a little bit more definition. And if you don't know what the back loop is, you can look here and see the little V. Typically, you stick your hook under both of those to work in the back loop. We're just going to simply stick it in the back one only. So it's very simple and easy to do, and it can see, and I'll show you on this one how it gives it just a little bit more definition, makes the flower pop just a little bit more. So for the beginning of round 3, I am going to chain 2, and this counts also as a half double crochet. And then I'm going to, in the next stitch, which would be a double crochet for the previous row, I'm going to single crochet. The next stitch, I'm going to slip stitch. The next stitch, single crochet. The next stitch, half double crochet. And then the next stitch, which is going to be that single crochet there, I'm going to work a double crochet in. So I'm helping right now as I'm trying to kind of make a round circle around this flower. And so I'm going to kind of repeat that pattern around again. So that double crochet should go in that single crochet where that indentation is, because it's the tallest stitch and that's the shortest stitch, so it helps make it more rounded. So starting on the next petal, so we're starting on the next petal, which would be a half double crochet right there in the previous round. I'm going to work a half double crochet, and we're only working the back loops, remember. I'm going to work a single crochet in the next stitch, a slip stitch in the very top, which would be the treble crochet stitch, single crochet in the next, half double in the next one, and then a double crochet in that very bottom, which would be the single crochet that you're going to put that double crochet in. So as you can see, get all my tails out of the way, how it's starting to make a round around that flower and make a round little pattern for us. And that's all I'm trying to do right now, is just round it out so we can then go on and attach these colors and make a square. So I'm basically going to continue and repeat that around these other petals, and I will do it one more time with y'all because this part can be a little bit confusing. Okay, so the next petal, which is the half double crochet of the previous round, you're going to work a half double crochet into. the next one, which would be the double crochet, you're going to single crochet. The very top one, you're going to slip stitch. You're going to single crochet in the next one, half double crochet in the next, and then a double crochet. And I'm going to repeat that twice more and go around these other petals, and I'll get back to y'all when I get here. Okay, I've made it back and ended on round 3. And I'm going to simply slip stitch into the top of that chain 2, which counts as a half double crochet. And I'm going to slip stitch with the green yarn because the next row or round is actually I'm going to use the green yarn too, so I'm going to keep it on here. Okay, when you finish round 3, you should also have 30 stitches again since we didn't make any increases. And for round 4, this is just going to be an increase round. I'm going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch. I like to single crochet in the same stitch. And I'm going to single crochet in 4 stitches total. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm simply going to increase in this next stitch. So I'm going to single crochet 2 stitches into it. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. I'm going to single crochet in 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to increase this next stitch by placing 2 single crochet in it. And I'm just going to repeat that all the way around until I get back to the beginning. And I'll catch up with y'all again. Okay, so I've made it back to the beginning of my round, and I'm going to slip stitch into the very first single crochet of that round, but I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch with my next color, which will be white. And at the end of round 4, you should have 36 stitches. So I'm just simply going to find my first single crochet, which is right there. And I'm going to slip stitch with my white. Like so. And then we're going to go on, and this next round we will make the turn into a square and make it into a actual granny square now instead of a circle. And for round 5, we will actually be working all the stitches into the back loop again, because it just kind of sets this spot, makes it look a little bit stand out to me, and I really like the way it looks. So for round 5, work all the stitches in the back loop again. So to start round 5, we're going to chain 3, and we're actually going to start by making a corner, and this chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch. I'm going to work another double crochet in the same stitch as that chain 3 where I slip stitched. I'm going to chain 2 and work 2 more double crochet in the same stitch. So I'm making a corner to start off with. So that is corner number 1, and because corners are made up of 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Now to go on, I'm going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Like so. I'm going to half double crochet in the next stitch. I'm going to single crochet in 2 stitches. Half double crochet in the next. Double crochet in 2 stitches. And then I'm going to make another corner in the next stitch, which is going to be 2 double crochet in that same stitch, chain 2, and 2 double crochet all in that same stitch. So now we have 2 corners made. And I'm just going to repeat what I did from here up to here. I'm just going to repeat that twice more around here. And so I'll do it again. I'm going to work a double crochet in 2 stitches. I'm going to work a half double crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Half double crochet in the next stitch. and double crochet in 2 stitches. And then make another corner of 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet on the same stitch. And I'm just going to keep repeating it around. 2 double crochet in 2 stitches, half double crochet in the next, single crochet in 2 stitches, half double crochet, double crochet in 2 stitches, make your very last corner in this next stitch, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in 2 stitches, because we're on our very last, you can see we're on our very last round to get back to that last corner. So I'm just going to kind of do like the same pattern we've been doing until I get there so I can slip stitch into it. So where I ended on 2 double crochets, so we're going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in 2 stitches, half double crochet, and then 2 more double crochet, 1 in each stitch here, and I will slip stitch into the top of that chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and that is how you do round 5. And as you can see, it's starting to look like a square, and these little sides will even out, especially after we do this next round. And so for round 6, this is going to be a row that you can repeat and make the granny square as big as you want. So for round 6, I'm going to slip stitch into this next double crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch in this corner because I want to start over here. This corner is where I want to start. So I slip stitch to the corner, then I'm simply going to chain 3, do another double crochet in this corner because this chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so I'm making a corner in the corner, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet. So I just made a corner in the corner, and then I am simply going to double crochet in each stitch across here. So starting here with this very first stitch, I'm going to double crochet all the way across, and I'm running out of yarn. Double crochet all the way across, make another corner, which is in this corner, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then just double crochet till you get the next corner, make a corner, and you'll repeat that all the way around till you get back here, and I'll meet y'all guys when I get back up here. Okay, so I've made it all the way back around, and I'm going to simply slip stitch to the top of my double crochet, or my chain 3, my very first double crochet. And that is all there is to making a flower granny square. If you want to keep repeating round 6 to make a bigger granny square, you can. But other than that, that is all there is to making these cute flower granny squares. I hope that y'all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please subscribe and give this video a like. And be sure to share it with all your crochet friends and stuff. And be sure to check out my blog for free crochet patterns. And follow me on social media so you'll never miss new patterns. And happy crocheting, guys.